Please don't forget subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to get notified of new daily videos.
Subject: Mill tried to make our baby's welcome dinner about her. Seriously at my wits' end after a week with newborn Noah. Hi everyone, long-time lurker, first-time poster on this sub because I need to know if I'm completely losing it. My husband, Lachlan, and I just had our first baby, Noah, a week ago, and my Mill, Diana, has already pushed me to my absolute breaking point. I'm trying to figure out how to go very low contact or even no contact without punishing Lachlan, but honestly, I don't know how much more I can take. Diana has always been a lot. For the past 6 years Lachlan and I have been together, she's had a consistent habit of passive-aggressive comments, undermining me and generally making everything about herself. Think things like, "Are you sure you want to wear that to our family dinner?" When I'm dressed perfectly fine, or Lachlan tells me you're thinking of going back to work part-time. Well, I always thought a mother's place was home, but times have changed, I guess. His sister, Bonnie, bless her heart, always tells me Diana means well and is just old-fashioned, but I'm done brushing it off. This past weekend, we finally had a small family dinner at our place to celebrate Noah's arrival. It was supposed to be a low-key, sweet moment for us to introduce him properly to immediate family. Diana, of course, arrived 45 minutes late, complaining about traffic that no one else experienced. The first thing she said when she saw me, still very much in my postpartum haze, was, "My, you're looking well-rested for someone who just had a baby." I remember I was positively glowing after Lachlan was born, despite the lack of sleep. Thanks, Diana. That's exactly what I needed to hear. Dinner started, and I tried to keep the conversation light. Lachlan was holding Noah, who was asleep in his arms. Diana immediately leaned over and started trying to reposition Noah, saying, "Oh, Lachlan, you're holding him all wrong. He needs to be cradled like this. This is how I held you and you turned out perfectly fine." When I gently interjected, "Actually, Diana, the nurses showed us this hold and Noah seems comfortable," she threw her hands up. "Why does she always have to dictate everything with my grandchild? Can't a grandmother just help?" she pouted, pushing her plate away slightly. Later, I was talking to Bonnie about how exhausting yet incredible the first week with Noah has been, trying to explain some of the challenges. Diana cut me off mid-sentence, loudly clearing her throat. "Oh, that's nothing. I remember when Lachlan was a baby, he cried for 6 hours straight one night. 6 hours, and I still managed to get dinner on the table and laundry done. You young mothers have it so easy with all your gadgets." She then went on for 10 minutes about her heroic tales of motherhood. Every time I tried to steer the conversation back to something current, she'd sigh dramatically and say, Me, is that all we're going to talk about tonight?" I completely shut down after that. I stopped trying to engage, just focused on my food and making sure Noah was settled. At one point, Lachlan smiled at me over the table, giving me a supportive look, and I squeezed his arm briefly to acknowledge it. Diana caught it. "What does he need her attention for now?" she loudly asked, making me want to crawl under the table. Then, just as we were finishing dessert, Diana stood up, cleared her throat, and announced, "Well, I thought it was only fitting to have a little something to commemorate my first grandchild." She pulled out a small, oddly decorated cake she'd apparently brought with her, completely unannounced, and insisted everyone sing a welcome grandson song she'd written, ending with, "And a big congratulations to me, Grandma Diana." I swear I almost choked on my coffee. Lachlan looked mortified. That night, I removed myself from the family group chat and the shared baby photo album, the one I set up and managed. I told Lachlan that from now on, he is responsible for all communication with his mother. I just can't do it anymore. He had a big fight with her on the phone today, and she, of course, claims she doesn't remember saying any of those things, and that she was just being a loving grandmother. She told him she's going to send me a helpful email with all her parenting advice. Lachlan warned me it's probably going to be laced with thinly veiled criticism. So, Reddit, how do I protect my peace and Noah's early days from this without making Lachlan feel like he has to choose? Is going super low contact or NC even possible without alienating him? I'm exhausted, emotional, and feel completely drained. Any advice is welcome. Readers would likely advise Anna to maintain firm boundaries, prioritize her and Noah's well-being, and encourage Lachlan to establish clearer expectations with his mother. They might suggest couples counseling to navigate Mill's interference and ensure a united front, reminding her that protecting her new family's peace is paramount. User Stanfirm Mama said, "Oh, Anna, I feel this deep in my soul. My Mill pulled similar stunts after my first. You are absolutely not overreacting. Your baby, your rules. Lachlan needs to step up and shield you both, especially now. Don't back down on those boundaries you've set with communication. He needs to see this is about protecting your peace and your new family unit." User Boundaries Arbliss said, "Girl, why does she always have to dictate everything with my grandchild?" Is classic Mill entitlement. You did exactly the right thing by removing yourself from those digital spaces. Your energy needs to go to Noah, not managing Diana's emotions. If she sends that helpful email, it goes straight to Lachlan to handle or trash. You have a new little human who needs a calm, loving environment. Protect it fiercely. User Family First Forever said, "I understand your frustration, but perhaps Diana was just excited about her new grandchild and maybe didn't realize how her comments came across. New moms can be very sensitive, and grandmas often just want to share their experience. A little grace might go a long way before going completely no contact, especially for Lachlan's sake."
If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button to like it. And please do subscribe to support the channel.